Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the...
It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. First for Milwaukee, Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Chris Middleton. And playing at center, the 6'11" big man out of Georgetown. Versatile scorer, terrific passer, Drake Monroe. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Parker in at the 4 slot. And for the Bulls, D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the back. And down low, the two-time NCAA champion at Florida, the 6'11" tornado of energy and effort. It's the big man, Joakim Noah. Then there's Dunleavy, and it's Gasol in at the 4 spot.
And for Jimmy Butler, so much improvement over his young career, especially as a shooter. His rookie year, he shot just 18% from 3. Last season, he shot 38% from there.
Now here's Carter-Williams. Parker, a screen on Rose. The pass to Middleton. Lock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Rose. Chicago with the ball. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Well, he talked about how tough a matchup the Bulls are for any team because of their defense. He said Coach Thibodeau really knows how to prevent an offense from doing what they want. The Bulls are experts in taking away options. If we're going to win, we'll have to find a lot of different ways to get points. Indeed, they will, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Carter-Williams with it. Butler covering. Carter-Williams dishes to Antetokounmpo. Monroe sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Parker inside, defended by Butler. Monroe, no good. Bucks on defense. Looking for their first basket of the game. And it's Rose penetrating. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. And so the first quarter wraps up without too much action on the scoreboard. Bulls lead by 2. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter.
And the Bucks arguably were the best story in the Eastern Conference last year. How about going from the bottom of the barrel to a 6th place finish in that Eastern Conference?
Here is Bayless. There's the dish to Vasquez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Parker outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Henson, and he hits it to tie the game up. Henson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bucks. And Chicago has possession. And for the Bucks, a lot of their improvement came, Greg, as you're talking about, in their play against the Eastern Conference. They went 30 and 22, Clark, against the rest of the conference.
A nice step for a young team, but you look at it more closely. Basically, the Bucks beat teams they should have beaten, but you know, Kevin, the good teams do that consistently, so a good step for them.
Chicago making a switch here. Heinrichs checked in. .115 left to play here in the second quarter. Gibson passes to Mirotic. Shot clock at 6.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Mirotic.
And really, the Bulls weathered a lot of injuries last season and still had a good showing in the East. Came away with the 3 seed when many thought they would sink down after missing so many games from key players.
He hits both from the stripe. And the Bulls did end up with the 3rd seed in the East. 33 of their 50 wins last year, Clark, coming in the Eastern Conference.
But it wasn't an even distribution of those wins for the Bulls. Against their own division in the Southeast, they played 500 basketball. They got their good in-conference record from feasting on the Atlantic teams, taking 16 wins in 18 games against that division.
That's a 2 from Parker. Parker with another miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Back to Mirotic. It's stolen by Mayo. And oh, here we go with Bayless. Nobody back. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And I like the job the defense did to not let him have it. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
That's good from Bayless. Milwaukee making a switch here. Both free throws good from Bayless.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
And it's Rose penetrating. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Middleton. Can't get it to go. It's all tied in Chicago. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the 3rd.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now, he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
Rose with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Dunleavy kicks to Rose. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Gasol backing down. Butler, 4 on the clock. From the high post. That one wide left. Well, the Bucks made huge strides as a team last season. Greg, most of it came from them establishing themselves as a top-tier defensive team.
And Kevin, as you know, that's really where it starts for all the elite teams. And the Bucks defensively were very strong. You look at the metrics that measure a lot of the defensive categories. Bucks finished with the 2nd best defensive rating in the NBA.
And that is good. Middleton's got his first points of the night.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Left side Rose. There's 38 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And guys, the Bucks were great across the board defensively. Top 5 in field goal percentage defense. Top 10 in three-point field goal defense. And of course, created a lot of turnovers too.
And it's Middleton penetrating. Here's Monroe. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Now here's Rose. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And the shot is good. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. On deep. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Bucks on top, leading by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports.
Let's take them back.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Bulls trail by 3. Mirotic, a screen on Carter Williams. Rose kicks to Mirotic. He feeds it to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Mirotic. Back to Brooks. Into Noah. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Noah's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. The Bucks shooting a disastrous 25% from the field so far. Outside, out of the Kumbo. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Some changes for Chicago. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Gasol. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Aaron Brooks. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth. Rose kicks to Butler. Back to Rose. To take the lead. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Pau Gasol's checked in for Mirotic.
Pau Gasol.
There's 57 seconds left in the game. Now, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Middleton. He dishes it to Monroe. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Gasol with the steal. Stolen by Monroe. Sinks it.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Here comes Derrick Rose. Outside Butler. He passes to Gasol. He's against Parker. Takes the turnaround J. And the Bulls with another miss. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 5. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? It isn't over yet. A quick score and a foul.
And perhaps a few missed free throws, and they're right back in it. So it all has to happen fast, but it could happen.
Here's Rose. For the 3. Rebound by Parker. And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
From deep, Rose off target. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll...